from the Alberta Legislature. You're joining the Angry Albertans live stream. We're about to march downtown, try and live stream what I can, and I hope you enjoy, and hopefully we'll see you down here next Saturday. All right, I'll flip this around.
For coming out. We have a massive problem at our hands here, folks. It's, as everybody knows, this is definitely not about this virus. It goes very deep, all the way back to the day we were born. You know, I want to speak today, especially to those in the authorities, the police officers, the people in the military. It's super vital we understand who the real enemy is today. As you can see, we're peaceful. We come in peace. We all don't want to be here, right? We want to be with our family. We want to grow our business. We want to just be the way we were meant to be by our Creator. But the issue is we got globalist parasites who control and run our everyday lives, which they have their hands entrapped. And the more you study and the further you go down and dig deep on how deep their roots are, they've gone all the way to the corporations, to the medical officers, to the politicians, all the way down to the top heads of the police departments and more. Well, here's the thing. We are the 99%. And if anybody doesn't understand the power in that, it's time we start thinking and understanding we are the 99%, they are the 1%. Now, we are not coming here in violence, but here's the issue. These are traitors that have infiltrated our country, and they are always using, we know their name now, they always will put something out and say it's because of this. Well, the main reason why we're in this situation today is because each and every single one of us have lost our conscious being of who we truly are. The mass majority of us, we've been separated from the reality of who we are. And this is when you start to dig deep into this. Ever since we were born, our beautiful officers and, you know, our military, you and I, everybody has been unlawfully converted at birth, which you're going to hear a lot about in the upcoming days. I will continue to tell this to bring this awareness out there. I say it when you guys hear me, if those of you have seen me talk a couple times, it's a reality. At birth, when you're born here on this land, you will take a look at your birth certificate, your license. You'll find out there's an all caps letter on your birth certificate or your actual driver's license. Understand what all capitalized means. What is to capitalize? If I capitalize on you, I'm taking control. Capitalize. Chattel. Say that again?
We are not chattel.
We are not. And we are not. But here's the thing. Everything they've done ever since the day we were born was condition us for that, right? It's conditioned us for their new normal of what the way they should have control of us and how we should act and what we should do. Well, guess what? I'll tell you, if you're not looking online, I'm not speaking to you guys, I know you are. The silent majority is sick and tired of this game. We've seen it way too long. We're rising, and there are right now many different causes. People are rising, save the children, no masks, no forced vaccination. The list goes on because guess what? There's so many issues they've created. Well, at the end of the day, the last step, what's going to happen is we're going to unite. We're going to come together under one umbrella. Understand that these globalist parasites that control this land right now, the landmass known as Canada, are crumbling, are falling, and that's why they're fighting to silence us in many different ways. They're on their last days. They're going to keep coming through. Stand strong. We will get to the other side. We are walking in darkness in these days, but I assure you, every man and woman will be set free. Over my dead body will I ever go down, allowing humanity, which, by the way, humanity is not the best term to use, but every man and woman just to go down in history over a virus that has a 99% heal rate. Time to wake up, time to come to life. Let's have an awesome march today, and let's go! And we will stand up to tyranny. Jason Kennedy, we called you on and said, come down, we want to have a talk with you, and you did not show. Just like your buddy Trudeau out in Ottawa. Don't act like the left is any different than the right now. You're called lip-cons for a reason. Come out like a man every single Saturday at 1 p.m. hand for everybody here.
Awesome!
We stand together against the new normal, people. This is horrible. It's horrible to see what's being put on us, but we're so vulnerable right now. Bill 10, Bill 24, these are examples of what our government does to us during times of crisis. It is horrible. So thank you today for standing with us. You guys are all beautiful. Together, if we stand in unity across Canada, we can never be stopped. Peaceful and respectful assembly is the answer. If we stand together, we will never be ignored. We will never be silenced.
Yes!
Do you accept the new normal?
No!
Do you accept the new normal?
No!
Do you ever accept the new normal?
Never!
Neither will I. Let's let them know. No new normal!
No new normal! No new normal! No new normal! No new normal!
Wearing masks at school. I will never accept forced vaccines. If you think that's not going to happen, do the research. They are trying to pass legislation right now, removing philosophical and religious exemptions for young children in school. I don't like to mention things like this, but now they're also introducing camps that will be voluntary, they say, for quarantine. This is dangerous, people. This government is moving against us, and we must peacefully stand together as one and say no. That's right, we are not Australia. We stand with the people of Australia. We are the people of this earth. We are humanity. We are Canadians. We'll always be free.
Sorry about the wiggles, people.
Okay, people, before we go, we'd like to use all of you
Can you hold that, buddy?
promo video for 29th. If you would like to join us in this, it's only take a few minutes. We can just gather together in front of this stuff and please the optics of each other together. This video people will see across the country. They will know that everybody is filing towards Ottawa. If people can travel, they're going towards Ottawa to stay there until this government is held accountable. Thank you all for your patience. This is going to be used so many people queue over there. Thank you guys. This will take a few minutes. And then we're going to march, and we're going to let everybody know in Edmonton what we stand for. Peacefully and respectfully. And remember, it's always important, guys, that people fling hate at us, we always return with love and compassion. They're our brothers and sisters as well. That's right. Yeah, we're going to go down. We're going to, when we file down from the legislature, you guys noticed last time we did this that gas for ad was electric. People cheered for us. So I vote this time we just go up and down gas for ad. Just keep letting our presence known. Okay? And then we'll come back to the ledge and we'll have a celebration here. The guys, the fire department behind us, the police are with us, the sheriff support us, and we support them. We love them. They're people just like us, and they're here to help us. So we thank the police, we thank the sheriff. You guys are amazing, man. Thank you. Pray for you. We were all born free in this country. They told us it was a free country. It took 12 years of public education to condition the people to believe that they're slaves, that think they're free. There's nothing less free than a slave that thinks they're free. These people with their masks are ridiculous. They're afraid of our freedom. Let's show them what freedom looks like. Let's let them see those beautiful smiles. Okay guys, we're going to shoot this video super quick and then we're going to roll.
Yeah, should we go for
Pretty soon. I guess they're trying to shoot a little video. Oh, what is this? Asking protesters to be quiet. I don't know about that. We're supposed to be wound up and wild here. I wish you were here, Vance, or here too, Vance. That would have. Next time. Lots of nice signs. Freedom is in danger.
We do not belong to this corrupt society called the Corporation of Canada. Remember that. You have the choice to step out of their jurisdiction. As much as they will fight to pull you into their jurisdiction, I do not belong to the Service Corporation of Canada. Once you learn that you can step out of their jurisdiction, you hold the kingdom.
No, I don't. I didn't plan a speech for today, actually. I just yelled at Kenny a little bit.
Which we were given to you when you were born. This is vital to learn because we need a solution. And the solution is stepping outside the jurisdiction called the Service Corporation of Canada. That's all they are. This is a service corporation. It's no different. A membership card, I promise you and I assure you this. Guys, the more you research that, you'll find that out. I declined any offer to contract with that Service Corporation of Canada when they step foot to you. Now, that doesn't mean they're not going to be bullies like the Bob and try to overpower you, but the reality is you stand your ground. And you'll soon learn. This is the truth. Okay, guys?
Yeah, till you get arrested.
We can all stand together. You are the revolution. And people across here are going to see this, guys. This is going to be you to get people down to Ontario. Okay? Ready, guys? You are the revolution! You are the revolution!
You are the revolution. You are the revolution. You are the revolution.
You are the revolution! Okay, guys, let's go ahead. We're going to march peacefully and respectfully. Everybody remember, if people fling hate at you, be responsible rather than your brothers and sisters.
And when you chant, please do it like you mean it. No new normal. No new normal. No new normal. No new normal. No new normal.
No new normal! No new normal! Let it be crystal clear. We are demanding, not asking. We are demanding, not asking. You have the right to put that slave device on your face, but we choose not to. You have a 99% chance, and by the way, it's over. 99% chance at healing from this virus that you fear, that you allow all your rights to be stripped away. If it's your thought about, go ahead, guys.
Can I see your degree, please, in virology? I don't know. I'm not a doctor.
You know what the best part is? You know, I don't think that I have doctors who actually have a degree that shows the proof that it's
Were you guys?
Is Bill Gates a doctor?
Bill Gates dropped us. Were you guys this vocal? when Bill C-51, the federal police state bill, got the unconstitutional, unwarranted surveillance of people. This is part of it.
Yeah, we're against that too, man.
Well, were you guys out in 2008 protesting this?
Were you? 12 years ago.
What about Bill 1 here, which takes away the right to be doing this?
Okay, well, we're protesting for your rights as well. Have a nice day, sir. Sheeple. Huh?
Arguing what we're arguing.
Yeah, well, yeah, I mean, it's a flu season. You know, you look at the total number of deaths that have happened from COVID, and you look at the total number of deaths that would be expected for this portion of the year, and there's no change.
Exactly.
Hi, Judy. Nice to see you. All right, here we go. We're hiking to Jasper Ave. We're going to get fingered a bunch of times, get the old Trudeau salute. We'll get some happy honks. We'll get some angry honks. It's actually a lot of fun. Y'all should come down and do it sometime. It's kind of addictive. It's definitely therapeutic.
Let's see if we can get a dump truck or a fire truck to come get us.
Oh, we will.
And where can we watch it, what you're doing now on the website?
I like the Canadian flag cape. Kind of looks like a superhero.
Maybe next Saturday. Next Saturday.
The worst part of this whole thing is all these people that are against us think they're helping. They got this self-righteousness that they're saving the world. And it's like, you're not saving anything. That, you know, for this mask thing to work, there'd have to be some kind of evidence that it works.
Everybody should do what they believe. Like, I don't mind people wearing masks, just don't put it on my face, please. That's my problem.
Right, yeah, if you want to wear a mask, great. But I would ask, if you're going to wear a mask, that you wear it properly and don't touch it, right? If you touch the mask and now if your mask had droplets in it, then now you got the droplets on your hands and you're contaminating every surface you touch.
Yeah. The thing is, the right measure, we can argue about them all day long. But what should not be controversial, you know, is the right for everybody to do what they believe.
Right.
That's
It's a free
what
country.
really
That's the way it's
bothers me.
supposed to be.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They're
could-
happy with their mask, they want to touch it however they want, just as long as it makes you happy, just do whatever pleases you. And just let me live according to my beliefs.
Exactly.
That's the thing.
Well, I feel that about all of these precautions and restrictions. I mean, singing is banned. How dare they ban singing? You know,
I
like,
couldn't believe it when Hinshaw came out with that. I thought surely she's kidding, but
yeah, I mean, it's something only a raving lunatic would do.
absolutely. I mean, it's beyond comprehension.
People were singing since ever, and now they figure out it's wrong.
It was comedy clubs too, in case we laughed too.
Oh, totally. Yeah. We accepted the ban on singing, we accepted the ban on cheering, we've accepted the mandatory face masks. Next, they're just going to be hauling our kids away,
Well, laughing,
sticking them with needles.
laughing is more
Yeah, it's banned.
comedy clubs.
Yep. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you can't even sing in church. Can't even sing in church. And you know what? I tested it myself. When I speak, I can feel the air coming out of my mouth. And when I sing, I can feel the exact same amount of air coming out of my mouth. But when I sing, I think I actually spit less. So maybe we should just exchange singing for speaking, and then there'd be less moist speaking.
Just live your life normally. Don't worry too much. People will come up with
Well, I would live my life normally, but these tyrants
all
keep...
sorts of nonsense to you. Just protect your freedom.
Where are you from originally?
I'm from Egypt originally.
Egypt. Oh. So you probably have a pretty good idea of what tyranny looks like.
Yeah, exactly. I I know. It's, believe me, it's a downward spiral and it gets worse. Like you let them take something, they take this other thing. Next day they take more.
Give an inch, they take a mile.
Exactly. So stop it early. It's easier when you stop it early.
You don't think it's gone too far already?
It's going too far, yeah, but at least see you still have the right to gather, so use it, you know. Resist
You know,
as
we
much
didn't
as
have the
you
right
can.
to gather. Actually, it was the beginning of May. Protesters were arrested. And we made those arrests go viral on the internet, and that's why nobody gets a ticket at the legislature. It was due to our protesting.
That's a great job. I believe it's so important.
But people say we're not changing anything.
No, well, we got phase 1 and phase 2 earlier than anybody else.
Yep.
And that was our protests.
Yep.
The,
We've been here
and
since
if,
the beginning and we won't stop.
and if we could just stick it to Kenny a little more, we might eventually get to phase 3.
Let's not hold our breath, but let's hope.
I'm sure they'll just invent new phases.
Yeah. I just don't pay attention. I don't know what the phases are. I've walked through every store in Edmonton that I've not put a mask on once.
Me neither.
All the time. Nobody says anything. Oh yeah, no, I don't blame you. But even in my small town in Redwater, they're doing mask on. There's been no cases in my area. None.
Oh, they'll fix that.
Cases.
They just got to do some more testing.
Yeah. No, and even for Saskatchewan, they said they would mandate masks if they got to 10 cases. Fort Saskatchewan has not even had 10 cases. It's ridiculous.
Oh, yeah. Nova Scotia has 0 cases and mandatory masks. Yeah.
Oh, let's just go. There's nobody coming.
Well, we'll respect them.
I walk this way. Never.
I won't wear a mask, but I'll follow street lights.
The police have asked us to be respectful of the signal lights.
Yeah, and as the organizers, we can get in a lot of trouble if things aren't fair.
That's nice. Yeah, shoot us the fingers. Yeah.
You too. Yeah, thanks.
Nice. I want that horn.
That's cool. Oh, hey, Josh, do you guys know all about picnic tomorrow?
About the witch?
The picnic. It's the Peace Picnic. We're starting on Sundays, 1 p.m. at Kinsman Park, the spray park. It's for families. There's no signs or bullhorns. We're just educating people.
You want
and showing love.
You want to explain it?
Okay, so it's called Sunday Fun Day Peace Picnic. It's going to be at Kinsman Park, 1 p.m. every Sunday. To just live our lives, spread love, spread truth, and no signs, no bullhorns, just living our lives. And
Being normal.
being normal.
Cool. Our rights are not up for grabs. There is no debate. Our rights are not up for grabs. There is no debate. Our rights are not up for grabs. There is no debate. Our rights are not up for grabs. There is no debate. Our rights are not up for grabs. There is no debate.
These ones are the ones that will get our children's safety. The environment candidate over there is involved with whether manipulation. That's how this
Yeah, he raises a good point there. This is the Edmonton and Area Child and Family Services Office. Are these people going to take your kids away when you refuse to get them vaccinated? When you refuse to let them poison your children, are they going to take your kids away?
criminal activities.
Nothing but criminal activity. This non-stop.
Yes.
When was the last time the government did something for the people? Other than buy them off with their bullcrap money.
You must know that the words, "I was only following orders," is not a valid defense.
No kidding. That's the Nazi defense. And we are experiencing the Nazification of this country.
They'll know.
These poor mindless drones have been programmed to think that us maskless people are evil and that they should be afraid of us because we're cynical spreaders.
Brain cells matter. Brain cells matter.
Brain cells matter.
Brain cells matter. Screw Antifa and Black Lives Matter. Brain cells matter.
I like it.
Cover your throat chakra with a blue mask. That's a subliminal sign for you to be silent.
Yeah, and then they aim a laser gun at your freaking
laser
forehead.
gun at your pineal gland. Hell with that.
Ah, and they got to microwave your whole body now. The 5G. Nobody asked us if we wanted that.
That's what the organite's for.
Yeah, well, the orgonite won't stop them from tracking everything you do.
They'll eat up the crap they spray on us. It's clear in what they got this morning. I didn't want to be walking in the rain. The hell with that. In the 22 months I've been doing this, when I move cups around town, it clears up the sky.
Well, that's incredible.
I've been doing it for a long time. City council, I've told them 4 times about what I'm doing. They talk to me? No, they think I'm a nut.
Well, I think you might be a nut too, but I can't deny the fact that you set that cup out there and now the sun is out. I can't deny that.
I made the cup in my back pocket. I mean, in my back bag.
Right.
That's a brand new one. It clears when you make one and you cure one, it clears it.
Well, it worked.
Yeah, there's a bird nest up in that tree.
Oh, there is a bird nest.
Debate in the House and the legislature. This is wrong. We are democracy, not a dictatorship, people. Because we have resisted, they created Bill 24. But they thought they could fool us again by sneaking the draconian measures into Bill 24. We see you. You can never hide these. Bill 24 would show power and the hit shot. She can create any new policy which Senator will create without any debate. Any oversight. Is that right? Will it ever be right? No. These measures do not end with the public health emergency. They have made them indefinite. Is that right?
No!
Will it ever be right?
No!
Will you accept this?
No!
Let's let them go loud and clear. No, no, no.
No new normal! 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 Our rights are not up for grabs. There is no debate. Our rights are not up for grabs. There is no debate. Our rights are not up for grabs. There is no debate. We got quite a parade here.
all the
Look at this beautiful downtown core. All boarded up, nasty. That whole building is empty. Was that the old CKUA building? Look at it. Looks like it should be torn down.
So Angry Albertan. Angry Albertan?
That's me.
Jason, Eric.
Nice to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you. Awesome work.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, I've been trying to come out for a few weeks. Haven't had the chance, but
Well,
managed to have my mom help out with the kids today.
awesome.
I said, by all means, so yeah.
I just dragged one of mine with me.
I didn't realize that it'd be so easy. I'm going to be bringing mine out next time.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, it's family friendly.
Yeah, definitely. I wasn't too sure. Testing the waters, but yes. Fantastic. Absolutely.
You gonna get up there? Yeah, no, well, this guy's been coming down with me for just about every one of them, and once in a while the wife comes down, brings the other ones because they still got a nap. And so we got 4. Yeah, well, I figure it's important for intelligent people to breed. Yeah.
Definitely. I've been saying that for a long time.
Woohoo!
I like that horn hawk.
Temporarily closed due to flood. I bet that flood was caused by COVID. That was a COVID flood.
I can see that.
Oh, look, another for lease sign. Let's count how many businesses are closed forever. This is Jasper Avenue, people. This is Jasper Avenue. And you will see nothing but for lease signs everywhere you go. This place used to provide nice flatbread pizzas, and now it's empty. Totally empty. And this is going to be the future of Canada. Empty. There's, of course, there's Katz's drugstore there. You know, we had to pay for his damned hockey arena. Now we got to pay to shut down half of downtown just so the Oilers could play. And he ain't going to close any stores, that's for damn sure. He needs your tax money for some reason. You know, how many Rexall drugstores are there? He owns an Oilers franchise, and yet he can't pay for his own damn hockey team. And why does the government pay for hockey? It's called bread and circuses. It's a means of control. Keep the people fed, give them something to cheer for, and they will never rebel. And it works.
Especially in this city, people are hockey nuts.
Say what?
People are nuts for hockey here.
Oh, it brainwashed. I mean, like, well, now the Eskimos can't even play anymore because Eskimos are derogatory, apparently.
Yeah,
So,
they had to change, I thought they just had to change the name.
yeah, because apparently Eskimo is a dirty word now. I mean, it's a word I learned in school, but
It's like Canuck. It's like calling
Canuck,
a Canadian
yeah.
a Canuck. It's just a
I'm offended.
It's just a nickname. That's all it is. That's all it is. Just a stupid
Oh, I know.
nickname.
It's crazy.
You think the Inuits are running around worried about this?
More for lease signs. This downtown is literally half empty. That whole ground floor is vacant. It's gone. These businesses are not coming back. Come on, buddy. Yeah, the new normal, the only place you're going to be allowed to shop is Amazon, Home Depot, Walmart, and Costco. Kiss the mom and pop businesses goodbye. How you doing, Ginny? Not too bad. This wonderful lady is trying to bring fresh water to the reserves. It's, what's it called, Tucanatin?
Tucanatin Incorporated.
Okay. And so your goal is to get water testing done? You're trying to buy a truck for water testing? Holy smokes. Right?
you're supposed to drink. And right now, you go on the reserves, and you'll get cisterns. And the cisterns get cracked. And this is the responsibility of the federal government to fix those cisterns. Water tanks underneath the houses that are on reserves. Those cisterns, when they get cracked, they're going to get all kinds of mice, frogs, bugs, snakes in there. In fact, they do. And so it's undrinkable. The water is undrinkable. It's not even ready for consumption. It's not even good for anyone. And when some reserves, you get hives from the water even. And that's unacceptable here in Canada. Wouldn't you say?
I would say, yeah, everyone should have clean drinking water. I have to ask though, and I don't mean to like be rude at all, but is the federal government responsible for the houses on reserves and the water and whatnot?
Yes. Because when they signed the treaties, that's what it was part of it. That was part of the agreement. And
Interesting.
Yes, and so there's a trust fund set aside for the First Nations, and in that trust fund, the last time I went to a meeting was in 2015.
Right.
There's $44 billion given to the Department of Indian Affairs, and by the time it trickles down to every department, only 5% gets to every reserve.
Pretty much like any charity type operation these days. I mean, that sounds like it's run like the Red Cross. So what you're saying is that if the natives could just get the money, if they could even get 50% of the money that was intended for them, then this would be a completely different situation.
And the federal government, when they put the First Nations people on ground, on the reserves, they gave them a hoe and a sigh and they said, go to it. And they didn't have even houses then. And so they had to make, they had to till the land, then they make their house out of logs. And then some of them, that was unacceptable because there's no electricity in them. So they asked the federal government, will you get us a house? And so they built them a house with no plumbing. Absolutely no plumbing on reserves. Unless you're a part of the line with the school, the church, and the band offices, you're not going to get water. You're going to get it trucked in. And the water standard, even for the water trucks, is really, really deplorable. Because the standards are, they don't hold the same standards as the cities and towns and villages as far as the potable water is concerned.
So who's taking all the money?
Well, see, this is, the Department of Indian Affairs has different, I think that the government has different, money set aside for, like glasses, things, but they're slowly taking those rights away too. And like the medical part for the First Nations, right?
Right.
It's part of that. But then somebody else is obviously pocketing the money that's supposed to be for water and housing. It isn't.
So you're not even asking for more money. You're just saying, listen, if we could just get the money where it's actually supposed to be going, then these problems would go away in a large part. So you're not even asking for more taxpayer dollars.
No, this is actually not, the average Canadian doesn't realize that not one taxpayer's dollar goes into First Nations issues. Not one. All resources are First Nations, and all revenue comes from the resources that are First Nations.
Interesting.
Yes, that's why people think, it's coming out of their pocket, and they're telling the First Nations to go back to the reserves. That's absolutely nonsense. This actually, the south side of Edmonton is reserved. That's Mill Woods. And they took that piece of land from the Puppet Chase First Nations people, and that's unacceptable. They should be giving the First Nations, they should be giving the Puppet Chase First Nations people back a piece of land right now. And they need to be doing that. That's my husband's cousin. Calvin Bruno is my husband's cousin. And he's fighting for a piece of land for his people. Now that's unacceptable. They should have already had a piece of land set aside for him when they took the land from them.
So by treaty that belonged to them?
Yes.
And how was it taken?
The government just took it. They just took it. They just made it to the point where they said we're gonna just take this and we're gonna get you guys a piece of land. They promised them a piece of land, but they never did.
Wow.
So now they're gonna have to stand by what they say and what they promised. So right now, as a First Nations woman, I want to take some of those funds that are allocated for the First Nations water and show the government of Canada what exactly is in that water as far as the
That it's unfit for human consumption.
The quality of water is unfit for human consumption. Now, I think the federal government knows that. They already know that. There's so many people talking about the dirty water. What are they doing? Nothing. In good conscience, we have no business knowing that people are getting sick and do nothing about it. There's absolutely...
Okay, so what would you say to the folks that say, I live on an acreage, I have to pay for my own water and my own septic, and if something goes wrong, it could be thousands, tens of thousands of dollars to repair it. And they say, why should I pay for your water?
No, they're not paying. They're not paying for the water on First Nations, okay? That water is First Nations. That water is ours. When we signed the treaties, we did not think we were going to get them to give up our water too.
And so, and see now, I honestly don't really understand the history that well.
Okay.
So when you say the resources, that the Aboriginals' money comes from the sale of resources. So when a lumber company decides to forest, or turn a forest into lumber, that's where the First Nation money comes from, is from the royalties.
Yes. And then right now.
And then same with the oil. So like the Musquechees, when they get like $100,000 on their 18th birthday, that's from oil rights or royalties that were paid.
Yeah, but they have that sort of different, when they signed that part of land where Musquechees is,
right,
that place was oil sales.
Right.
And so they knew their rights,
so they negotiated their own deal.
Yeah.
Smart.
Yeah, so that's why they have the funds that for their people.
Right.
So now, and it's rich in oil and minerals down there, because when the dinosaurs were here, a lot of them were down in that area, and that's why we have oil down there. I do my research as to what the land is like, and if you want to talk to me more about it, that'd be great. I know what the land is like. There are some reserves in northern Alberta,
right,
and I've done my research, and I know what I want to do is I want to go past the aquifers, past the bedrock, and get the artesian wells, bring it when it comes to ground, then clean it, and then give it to the First Nations people, and then to have sewage lagoons as well, because they don't have sewage lagoons at all.
Right. So no sewage treatment. So what, the sewage is just flowing onto the ground?
Well, what they do is they flush it, and it goes in a little tank, but when it gets filled up, somebody just comes and digs it up again and puts it someplace else. So that's just disgusting. It's the ground getting all contaminated.
Well, and that's not even really legal. I mean, like if...
And you're supposed to be maintaining that.
Another vacant ground floor, completely deserted, not a single store. They're everywhere down here. I mean, yeah. Well, I mean, and if they keep this COVID-19 thing going up, I mean, they're going to steal what's left of that royalty money.
Yeah, that's right. It seems that way.
The whole social safety net is going to be completely dissolved by the time they're done.
That's right. It seems that way. The First Nations have to know their rights. They have to stand up for their freedoms right now.
Well, and frankly, I would like to know more about it as well, because they don't really teach any of this, and I really don't know what the government's obligations are with.
Not one taxpayer's dollar goes into First Nations issues, not one.
That's interesting. I'll have to look into that.
You do that. Go ahead.
It's nice to speak to someone who has done their research and has an understanding of it.
I've done my research, yes.
Because you certainly don't sound like the typical blame the white man.
No.
That's not what I'm hearing from you in the slightest.
Not at all. Because the First Nations people have, when they signed the treaty, there was a lot of them that didn't know English, right?
Right.
And so when they signed those treaties, they didn't know what they're doing. They thought, we're going to get some piece of land, we're going to flourish, but they didn't do anything in way of services.
Well, the services didn't exist back then.
No, but I mean water though.
Come on, big guy.
But water didn't exist. They got water pumped in. They had to get their own water. They had to boil their own water. So but towns and villages, they had water. They all had water.
Well, the citizens paid for that water. I mean,
No, but they had the pump, right?
Right.
They didn't even do that for the First Nations. They didn't give them a pump. How can they flourish if they didn't have a pump?
well, I mean, on one hand, I mean, now I always have to play the devil's advocate, of course.
Okay, yeah.
But why? You know, certainly an argument could be made that if they wanted a pump, they could have dug a well.
Oh, yeah, that's what they were doing when they're in remote areas. They have to do that.
Right.
They have to do that. They have to find a way to get water. But a lot of them got the water from rivers and lakes, right?
Right.
And then they
And of course, now they're polluted and everything else. You can't do that anymore.
the bitumen and all that bitumen spill. Do you think that was an accident? I don't think so. They want to take the First Nations out of the reserves and bring them to cities called Agenda 21. And that's what they're
Oh yeah, well, Agenda 21 isn't just about the Aboriginals. That's about everybody. Everybody will be dragged out of the countryside, and you will have. It's the Hunger Games.
Yeah.
It's the Hunger Games, and that's the plan for everybody.
That's right.
And-
Absolutely wrong. You cannot do that. And who does Bill Gates think he is? Trying to populate the earth. He is not God.
He's not even a doctor.
He's not even a doctor. Exactly.
Well, thank you, Ginny, and I hope you get some support for that. And
I have a GoFundMe account
Right.
called Freshwater for First Nations. Please look it up. It's under my Facebook page, and if you just share that out, I would really appreciate it. And my information is there too, how to get a hold of me. So it's tukanatan@gmail.com.
awesome. Well, and Ginny, I know you're a real Christian woman, and you certainly don't sound like a raving lunatic activist to me. I think you sound pretty darn reasonable.
Yes, I am reasonable. I am very reasonable.
And everybody deserves clean drinking water. I mean, that shouldn't even be debatable.
That's absolutely right. So my email, my personal email, if you want that, I guess you could have
You are going live on the internet, so.
Oh, no, I don't want to do it.
Okay.
So Tukanatan Inc. So TUKANATANINC Okay? Thank you.
Well, thank you, Ginny.
God bless you.
God bless you, too. Well, that- yeah, you know what? These new organizers are doing a good job. You know, I mean, because like Anthony and I, we were really representing the Christian side of things. And now this has been, the new guys have kind of said, hey, no, this is about everybody. And I agree with that. You know, we can stand together for freedom. Did I what? Sorry? Awesome. No new normal. No new normal.
Bill 10 allows any single politician to write new laws, new offenses, without public knowledge, without debate in the legislature. This is wrong. We stand for you. We stand behind all Canadians.
Well, it's nice to see they
Do you
haven't
love your freedom, people?
killed the farmers market
How
yet.
much do you love your freedom? Do you love your rights? All rights are not up for grabs. There is no debate.
Our rights are not up for grabs. There is no debate. Our rights are not up for grabs. There is no debate. Our rights are not up for grabs. There is no debate.
All rights are not up for grabs. There is no debate. Today, Canadians stand together in unity across this beautiful nation. We stand together against governmental corruption, against abuse of power. How is Trudeau still in office after scandal, after scandal, after scandal, after scandal? You have to ask yourself these questions, people. Why does Bill Clinton keep on releasing the people? Why does Bill 24 get indicted
Brain cells matter. No new normal. 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 No new normal.
Today, Canadians are standing together as one. We stand for your rights. We stand for your freedoms. If you think this government hasn't used this crisis against us, please research Bill 10. Research Bill 24.
They're gonna hose you down.
Understand your government has created new bills that allow any single politician to create new laws, new offenses without any oversight from the legislature, without public knowledge. This is wrong. Government corruption is wrong. We stand against government corruption. We stand for the right to choose as people. We have common sense. We love and respect everybody. It should be our right to choose. Do you accept the new normal?
No!
Will we ever accept the new normal?
No! I will not comply!
The new normal.
No!
No new normal. No
New normal! No new normal! No new normal! No new normal! No new normal! No new normal! Why do they have these ropes here? Like, is this is this like some kind of social distancing thing?
Do you want to say something?
Like, you're only going to allow like a certain number of people past the little fence?
As it keeps you safe from COVID.
I feel so much safer. So much safer. I like your lack of a mask.
When do we want it?
Now!
What do we want?
Freedom!
When do we want it?
Now!
What do we want?
Freedom!
When do we want it?
Now!
What do we want?
Freedom!
When do we want it?
Now!
Freedom!
Guarantee if anybody looked into the masks, you could tell how useless they are and what they don't do. They don't protect anything. That's what they do. They cut off oxygen. Now, this is the issue nobody wants to hit upon, and that's the growing suicide rate.
Come over here, buddy.
More suicides than COVID have tripled. Doctor surgeries, drug overdoses, hopelessness, despair.
Leave our street alone!
Thank you.
We're fighting for your rights too, buddy. Say hi to the internet.
Leave our community alone! Leave our street alone!
Orange chain is protecting you.
We're fighting for your rights too. Yeah, freedom is scary. Freedom is so scary. I'm afraid of freedom. Oh, everybody just loves tyranny. Tyranny's so amazing. Please put a mask on my face.
At a cost.
Why is nobody talking about the landfill waste? They banned straws and now they make masks mandatory. You can't even have a straw, and yet you have to wear a mask, and you're still drinking the Kool-Aid. Why don't we just go down the other side of the farmer's market? You were born free. It's time to act like it. Freedom is not scary. Freedom is what life is all about. That's the way God made you to be. They have scared you out of liberty. It was that easy. They scared you on 9/11. They scared you about Iraq and their weapons of mass destruction, and they're scaring you about this. It's how they own you. You are slaves. Wake up and be free.
Will you accept the new normal?
No!
Will you ever accept the new normal? No! Will you accept the new normal?
No new normal. 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 No new normal.
No new normal. No new normal.
We teach our kids that this is a free country. Does a free country make you put a diaper on your face? Is that what we do in a free country?
No!
I refuse to comply with these insane mandates. This is crazy, people. What's next? What will you comply with next? If they ask us to put a gold star on our arms, are you going to comply with that too?
No!
Are you going to comply with the mandatory vaccines? Are you going to comply when they take your kids out of school and shoot them up full of vaccines? You know, whether you believe in vaccines or not, it should be your right to choose. And this mask debate has proven that Canadians are afraid of liberty. You can't be trusted with freedom. You are not capable of making up your own mind. This is what the government thinks of you. They think of you as mindless slaves. They are programming you with the television. This has been nothing more than a typical flu season. Out of 4.3 million Albertans, there have been 200 and some deaths. There are only 9 people in Alberta's ICUs right now, yet still you comply with these insane directives. When will you stand up, people?
Now! How many people need to kill themselves from suicide before people realize that this is more of a big fraud than we imagined?
There's been one too many.
Look at all the for lease signs around you. Look at how many businesses have been destroyed. With every one of those businesses that's been destroyed, there are several families that have been destroyed. People are going bankrupt. You are bankrupting people by supporting this lie. Enough is enough. Quit drinking the Kool-Aid.
Yes!
Every time you put a muzzle on your children, you're supporting this crap.
Yes, you are!
Yes, you are. All you have to do is look at the bylaw to see how ridiculous this is. It says right on the bylaw. How much more proof do you need? Walk into a store, say you're exempt. Hell, I just walk past people. Don't call me selfish anymore because I won't live in fear. If you want to live in fear, that's your choice. I will not consent to this. Thank you. Chances are, don't you believe that wearing a mask, protect others around you, chances are you're the one who are the whole self-quarantine so that others can't get it. And now you want something to decide you can't help the people? Really now?
No new normal.
No new normal! 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 We stand together across the nation, all Canadians. We stand behind the police officers. We stand behind the sheriffs. We stand behind everybody. For we are all proud Canadians fighting for our rights and freedoms.
Amen.
Do you love your rights?
Yes!
Do you love your rights? Do you love freedom? Well, join with me now. Our rights are not up to grounds. There is no debate. Hold on, guys. We'll wait for the launch side.
The road's closed.
All right. Oh, yeah, let's go. Sorry, my bad. All rights are not up to grounds. There is no debate. All right.
jobs. There is no debate. Our rights. That's okay. It's a free country. He can follow us. Just let him be. Wait until he pulls something.
What is he doing?
Yeah, it's probably Antifa. But if there's one of them, you think he's going to do anything?
Joshua, are you getting this?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because I made the kids stay back.
All right. Well, it's a free country. You can use the sidewalk.
I know, but I've seen this before.
That some of us are not essential, is that right? We are all essential. We are essential. All of us, that should never be placed on us as a term. We will never accept this.
I love this. They got to make these sidewalk extensions for patios nobody's allowed to use. Right. Yeah, you won't be allowed to drive. You're going to live in your own little factory.
Exactly.
Yeah, in your micro apartment.
That's why they want everybody in the house.
How you doing, brother?
They're rolling in the plants because the Paris Accord didn't do it, so they're using.
Sometimes you never get a second chance to seeing your child being born. Guess what? You're doing it for the greater good. How many people are tired of hearing that? Say it loud! I am not going to consent to the greater good or the new normal. This is not
You planning on doing a little doxing there, my friend?
These masks are useless and they do nothing, and same with these measures. They're terrible.
Planning on doing a little doxing? That's your thing?
That's garbage.
Yes!
You killed your, you know, that's okay. Your dad kills himself because he can't provide for the family. That's fine, right? Because COVID, you know, you didn't get COVID, but you're living in a box, and that's what's going to happen.
Right. What you up
don't have
to?
to worry about going back to work because you won't have any. Don't
You
test
just
me on that.
grabbing photos of everybody so you can stick them on the internet and dox them? Is that your plan? Or
What's your plan, baby? When you walk with us, why don't you take a mask
Our
off?
government has used this crisis to
Better take a mask off.
we're all already all over the internet anyways, you know.
any new effect without any government oversight, any debate, any public knowledge. This is wrong.
I'm guessing it's probably Antifa. Yeah, that'd be my guess. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, it's a free country. He can walk where he wants, but he's welcome to join. I mean, it just makes our numbers look bigger.
Being cynical is better.
Oh, you can't take pictures on an iPod anyway. I don't know what he's doing. He's got an iPod. I guess he's just switching songs. I thought he was taking pictures of everybody, and actually he is taking. But I don't think you could take pictures on an iPod. Hey, excuse me, sir. Please mind your social distancing.
Yeah, come on.
Leave him alone. Hey, don't do that. Leave him alone. Mind his distance. Don't be worse than he is.
Hey, no problem, not we're fighting for everybody here. Every Canadian welcome, regardless of gender, sex, or sexual orientation, anybody. You're all welcome. Thank you, sir, for your time. Thanks for the photo opportunity, by the way. Thank you. I know you were
I
taking
think-
pictures. We appreciate it. Good day, bad day. No matter what you're welcome here, sir. Will we ever accept this new normal, people?
Well, and the police are right there. They're following us down. So you don't want an assault charge.
We stand peacefully with everybody, no matter if they sling hate at us. But we love everyone. We stand unified with all Canadians. My friends, if you would like to know what your government has done to you during this time, research Bill 10. Research Bill 24. Do the research, my friends. Tell your friends. Tell your family. We love and respect you and will always fight for you. We fight for your fight. We fight for your freedom. Together as one. We fight for Canadians across this nation, no matter who you are. We love everybody. We love you guys. Thank you. Thank you guys. Guys, stay peaceful, stay respectful, no matter what.
I got his picture.
Nice.
Yeah. I got his picture.
We stand for Canadians across the country. We fight for your rights. We fight for your freedom. Do you love your rights? Yeah. Do we love our freedom? Yeah. Do we love the right to choose what goes in and on our bodies? Will you ever accept the new normal?
No!
Do you accept the new normal?
No!
Do you accept the new normal?
No!
No,
No, normal! No new normal! No new normal!
Right now, people, our government is telling us, even with the vaccine, that this will not go away for 2 to 3 years. Do you accept that? No. Do you want this for 2 to 3 more years?
No!
Do you think it will ever go back?
Not unless we fight for it!
That's right. We will fight. We will stand peacefully and respectfully across the nation. We will expose government corruption. We will resist government abuse of power. This is never right. Our body, our choice. Our body, our choice. Our body,
Nice, good job.
our choice.
Just, he has no case on us.
Man, we've been at this for over an hour, and this parade is still rocking. We are a small crowd, but we are a noisy crowd.
Yes, we are.
Woo! You want to know what's depressing? Oppression is depressing. You are being oppressed. This tyranny will ruin your psychological well-being. You are being controlled by fear. Do not buy into the fear. All of you people I see out here on the street right now stand a basically 0% chance of dying from COVID. If you're not dramatically obese, if you're not diabetic, or if you are not over the age of 80, you are at 0 risk. 0 risk. The average age of death from COVID in Alberta is 83 years old. Over 150 people that have died were over the age of 80. They had lived a full life, and something was going to get them anyway. Do not be afraid.
Will you accept the new normal? No! Will you accept the new normal? No! Will you ever accept the new normal?
No new normal. No new normal. No new normal. No new normal. No new normal.
No new normal!
No new normal. No new normal. No new normal. No new normal.
A big shout out too to the police. Thank you for doing your job. We're not about defunding you. We need good, adequate, competent police officers with a system that works for us. Thank you for following us, sir.
Fund the police.
Fund the police, defund the school system. Oops, did I say that out loud? Defund Don Iverson's paycheck. We need it.
Defund Trudeau's paycheck.
Spare Trudeau.
Thank you, EPS. Thank you, sir. Woo! Beautiful.
So again, we're going to hit up on the real disturbing, disgusting issues that the society is too weak to talk about. Not drug overdoses, suicides, domestic disputes. Actually, about 2 months ago, I witnessed a woman being dragged by her abusive boyfriend to a ranger. Her legs were hanging out. As I went up to see what was going on, she told me that she couldn't leave because he would call the cops and she would be brought right back in to that household because of a little bit. I'm not kidding you. There are so many stories like this, and as a guy who did grow up in this type of environment, I can only say it gets worse. And under a crisis like this garbage, I don't know how many people have died, men and women, from domestic disputes, violence, child abuse. There you go. Why are we not hearing about this? Apparently, as long as you don't get COVID, you're fine. You're selfish. Well, let me ask you something. It's real selfish to wanting to protect your loved ones, your children. They will not be going back to school. I hope to God you know what's in store, what a treat your children are going through. Goodbye with their friends and recess and good times spending in the park.
Woo!
Thank you. No, your children are going to be
No masks. Love it.
barrier to protect them against other children. That's right. According to Gina Hinshaw, the WHO, the CDC, and all of our so-called experts, we are all parasites to one another. Why are we not talking about this? Guess what?
Oh.
Your grandmother is probably dying in an old folks' home from loneliness, lack of communication, and all some people want is a hug before they...
We're gonna have to wait for the light.
Why are we not talking about this party here?
Oh, hey. Yeah, well, we need your sign over here.
I want to go hug my grandmother that's going to die.
May as well use it.
Because I want to see my mother on her last day. I'm not selfish. No, I want humans off that thing. Shit, hey, out. This is outrageous. It is garbage. My mother's getting old. My mother isn't in the greatest health, whether she would like to admit it or not. Now, when that woman comes to me,
Another boarded up, empty building. This is your downtown of your capital city. Destroyed. This whole block is mostly vacant. An entire block. That block there was the Hudson's Bay store. Completely vacant. That was the Hudson's Bay Company.
Yes,
It's vacant.
yes.
Look at this. This whole block vacant.
Holy.
Yeah, vacant. I wonder why.
I didn't even notice that.
Oh yeah, look at it. Count the 4 lease signs.
Unreal. No wonder I saw
Oh, yeah.
the buses going. They're empty.
This is the future. This look at this. Look at this. You know, marble box office, everything. Just throw it away.
That's a shame.
Yeah, mom and pop businesses shut down forever.
Yep. Yeah, you know, it's more than just lives they're killing. I mean, they're killing it in so many ways, different ways, you know. They're killing them.
There's your favorite broken window. It's even more broken today. No, that's the same one. They just broke it more. Here's a vacant restaurant, an authentic Mexican restaurant. Now that whole family's out of business, probably in debt up to their eyeballs. But hey, we got lots of cannabis shops. We got cannabis shops. The government wants you to be stoned.
So you can't think.
I will not be afraid of this virus. There is only one thing that I fear, and that is my God. Jason Kenney, you are not my God. Dina Hinshaw, you are not my God. I will not fear COVID-19. I am at no risk of COVID-19. I have maintained my health. I am not obese. I do not have diabetes. You know, why? Why do you lock down healthy people and strip away their rights for doing the right thing?
Kyle's is dead.
You hit upon diabetes. Holy crap, Kenny, you've gained weight throughout all this.
I had to.
My fellow cynical spreaders. That's the name where they're calling us. Isn't that ridiculous?
Sure. It's kind of more of an anarchist type thing.
Just kind of curious to see where you guys are planning on walking and stuff like that.
We don't even have a plan. Just up and down Jasper.
Okay.
Yeah, but we've noticed that. Thank you for coming up, though.
We're peaceful.
There's like 3 or 4 groups here. Probably more than that.
Okay, and you guys are just so what's the issue? What do you want to bring attention to?
We're against mandatory masks. We're against the whole COVID-19 response in general. I mean, it's basically just a bad flu season. This whole government overreaction has stripped us of our rights. I mean, you would know probably better than anybody what our rights are supposed to be. And what we've seen over the last few months, I can't even believe we can still call this a free country.
And regardless of how you guys feel about this virus or whatever, gentlemen, there is also, anytime there's a crisis, people use the means to create draconian legislation.
You know what? Like you keep saying on your Facebook, you have a man in my head before I ever killed my grandfather, a Holocaust survivor. I'm a cynical spreader, remember?
Yeah.
Infringe on anybody's rights. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion.
And we're 100% behind.
And we're the same.
Yeah, you're just trying to plan for.
I'm just curious to what's happening.
Yeah. Oh, fair enough.
No problem.
Oh, no, we weren't offended. We respect you guys and thank you for supervising.
There's a place for law and order.
Have a good day, man.
You too, sir.
Thank you, guys.
Refund the EPS. Fund the EPS.
We love you guys. Josh, I think my megaphone's down, buddy, so you gotta step it up.
Okay. No new normal. 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 No new normal.
I see them on Gestapo now.
No, they're cool, man. They're just trying to maintain the peace. You'll know when they're going full Gestapo. It don't look like that. We will not accept this tyranny. Our rights are not for sale. They cannot be taken from us. We have a charter of rights and freedoms that Jason Kenney and that Justin Trudeau have crushed. They have taken your charter of rights and freedoms and torn it into little shreds. I will not tolerate this. I will not comply. My kids are supposed to be living in a free country. When you are forced to put a mask on your face, is that what a free country looks like? No! Is this what they taught you in school? No! That freedom involves you being forced to wear things on your face? Like what the? I don't even know what to say. Why do we even have to be here? This is what freedom looks like. We want to see your smile. We want to see your frowns. I don't want you hiding behind a mask. All you people over there are at zero risk of COVID-19. Zero risk. It's the flu. You've survived it before. Do not fear the virus. Do not fear the virus. Fear your government. Your government has overstepped its bounds. It's time to push back. Are you willing to be bossed around by a little clown like Don Iveson? Are you gonna bend over and kiss his jackboots? If Don Iveson wants you to wear a gold star, are you gonna wear a gold star? When he starts hauling people away, are you just gonna look the other way? When they take your kids out of school and put them in a quarantine facility, are you just gonna watch? When they haul you away and jab a needle into your arm, are you gonna think that's great too? Stand up now, before it's too late. Our rights are not up for grabs. There is no debate. Our rights are not up for grabs. There is no debate. Our rights are not up for grabs. There is no debate. Our rights are not up for grabs. There is no debate.
Our rights are not up for grabs. There is no debate. Our rights are not up for grabs. There is no debate. Our rights are not up for grabs. There is no debate. Do you accept the new normal?
No!
Will we ever accept the new normal?
No!
Louder, do you accept the new normal?
No!
No new normal.
No new normal. No new normal. No new normal. No new normal. No new normal. No new normal. No new normal.
No new normal. No new normal. No new normal. No new normal.
This is what freedom looks like, people. This is what living in a free country is all about.
Absolutely.
It's time you woke up and smelled the coffee.
Yes.
Do not let these tyrants take away your rights. Yes, thank you. Thank you. I will not comply. I will not comply. I will not comply. I will not comply.
I will not comply. I will not comply. I will not comply. My people, do you love your freedom? Yes. Do you love liberty?
Yes, we do.
Will you accept the new normal?
No, we won't.
Will you ever accept the new normal?
No, wait.
Canadians stand together for all of us, no matter your race, your creed, your religion. It does not matter. We are all one. No new normal.
No new normal. No new normal. No new normal. No new normal.
No new normal. No new normal. No new normal.
Oh, Canada. Fear is a choice, no kidding.
No, exactly, right? So choose love.
Brilliant. Let's see. You want to? Oh, there we go. Choose love. Fear is a choice. Love it, brother.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'm sorry? Oh, for him? He's got a granola bar. He needs it. Yep. But thank you. No! No new normal. 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 I won't let my kid in school. Does feel good. Nice. Yeah, put those masks away. You're outside. What do you need a mask for?
Our choice. Our bodies. 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 Our choice. Our bodies.
Well, this is by far our longest protest march. That's a beautiful flag you have there, sir. Right. Right. Oh yeah, the young people are the worst of them. Yeah. You meet the old people, the old people don't care. You know, people over the age of 60, they're not even scared. It's their kids that are locking them in the house. You know. Where are you from originally, sir? Edmonton. Originally. From Europe?
Yeah.
What country?
From Poland.
From Poland. So you know how badly this could turn out.
Oh, man. But you see, Holland, from a few weeks already, they have no mandatory masks.
Right.
The Premier of Holland says it's no scientific proof.
Right.
The masks are helping.
Oh, yeah.
No mandatory masks, that's what she said.
Well, it's pretty sad when Eastern Europe is more free than Canada now.
Yeah,
It's like, what happened, man?
Yeah.
You know? I'm even tempted to leave for Eastern Europe because those people they won't take it. You know, those people, they get angry. They get 100,000 people on the streets. They won't accept this tyranny.
Oh, yeah. Germany's lots of big.
Oh, Germany's had some great protests.
Oh,
But they're that
the
country's
science is behind everything.
even Montreal's had big protests.
But, you know, I can give credit to Montreal for French people.
Well, yeah, they're still
They
a
are
nation.
united,
They're a
I would
nation.
say.
You know, like
Yeah.
all this talk about unity, but we're not even allowed to have a nation.
Yeah.
You know, you're to be ashamed of your culture and your heritage. You know, so what's left to save in this country? If you can't have a nation, because that's politically incorrect, what are we even trying to save?
Well, I know, eh? No doubt.
Wearing the mask is a sign of fear. It shows you're terrified. Why are you terrified? Because the government told you to be scared. There is no reason to be scared. This is not the first pandemic that humanity has met. There have been tens of thousands of pandemics, and yet we are still here. It's amazing.
That immune system you have is tremendous and amazing.
Designed by God, it works.
Given by God, designed by God, and that's why it works. Understand, everything and anything that's created by man is temporary. But what the living God creates, puts it inside you, puts your mind, puts your body, maybe your spirit. It's time to reconnect back with your consciousness.
Amen.
It's time to critically think. Don't take our word. Don't take Hinshaw's word. Go and do your own critical research and look on all sides and then come to a conclusion. I talk to many people who wear masks and they tell me things don't just sound right. But you know why I'm putting it on? Just because. Well, just because is also conditioning the mind of every other man and woman that is the norm.
Woo!
Dig deep, find the answers. The truth shall set you free!
Amen!
Do you accept the new normal?
No!
Will you ever accept the new normal?
No!
Will you ever accept the new normal?
No!
No new normal!
No new normal! No new normal! No new normal! No new normal! No new normal! No new normal! No new normal!
We love all Canadians, no matter what's your race, what's your gender, what's your belief system. We all one. We love and respect everybody. We stand for you all today as Canadians stand together across this great nation. Research Bill 10, Research Bill 24. Understand that your government places bills and laws upon you while we are honorable. They use types of crisis against us. This is not right. No normal.
No new normal! No new normal! No new normal!
This is all conditioning you for their new normal. There have been many of their new normals. While doing this march, I see police officers salivating, giving tickets out to park cars. Think about this. Who pays their taxes for this land? You and I do. So why is it you don't have the right to park on the side of your God-given right that you pay for? Do you understand the enemy? Do you understand?
Woo!
Do you understand they will continue to increase your taxes?
Yes.
What right do you have?
Police signs
Huh?
Look at all the police signs.
Yep. All businesses that close.
No
When you comply with tyranny, you give it the license to make you a slave. When you comply with these undemocratic orders, you are giving them the license to turn you into a slave forever. If they can force you to wear a mask, imagine what else they can do to you.
This is real.
Do we accept the new normal?
No!
Do you accept the new normal?
No!
Do you accept governmental corruption?
No!
Do you accept abuse of power? No! Will we ever accept the new normal?
No!
No new normal!
No new normal! No new normal! No new normal! No new normal! No new normal! No new normal! No new normal! No new normal! No new normal!
My friends, today we stand in unity with Canadians across the country, exposing governmental corruption, exposing abuses of power. Mandated masks is just one reason this has happened to us. This is how they do it. We stand together as one, with love and respect for all. No new normal.
No new normal. No new normal. No new normal. No new normal. No new normal.
So, we are going to talk about the hard things, and I'm going to get these into you. The backlogs of surgery, the ones that cannot see their dialing family members in ICU. It's all about COVID, right? I lost my mortgage, I lost my job, I lost everything, but guess what? I didn't get coronavirus. Thank God for that. But we're all living out on the streets because the homeless situation has already skyrocketed. At least we didn't get COVID. Then it was flatten the curve. Then it's we need to find a cure. Then we need to wear masks 5 months into a pandemic. That's like showing up for protection to a baby shower. It is ridiculous. This is appalling and disgusting, and Hinshaw, Kenny, Notley, Cam, Kudo, you will all be held accountable for your role in this sick. Hold you accountable.
Do we accept the new normal?
No!
Do you ever accept the new normal?
No!
Do you accept your children wearing face masks in school? No new normal! No new normal!
No new normal. 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 You stand there, buddy. Oop. My ancestors fought and died for freedom, and look what you've done with it. You threw it away. People by the hundreds of millions died to make this country free and the countries around the world that have had some taste of freedom. And you are throwing it all away. You are afraid of liberty. You are afraid of living. And if you are already afraid of living, then you might as well be dead now.
Nice to see you back out, man.
Thanks, buddy.
Yeah, it's awesome.
We lost the crowd. That's okay. I'm getting kind of tired of marching. Wonder who's watching this thing. I don't know who's watching this. I wonder if it'll tell us. Oh, we got a few people. Hi, Barb. Hi, Anna. Hi, Derek. Brenda. Caitlin. I see Derek and Caitlin having a nice little feud in the comments. Always fun. Oh, good grief. Reading these comments.
What's going on?
Oh, my goodness. Hi, Anna.
Break time is over.
Break time's over.
It's okay to come outside.
Live free or die!
Accept the new normal. Will we accept the new normal? To be time to time with the patriots and
Look at all these beautiful people out here. I'd say that was a pretty good march. Pretty good march. Thank you! Look at how clear that sky is.
A lot better.
I don't know. That's kind of a beautiful sight right there. Look at the clean, clear blue behind it. It doesn't even look chemtrail.
That's because those chemtrailers don't, when I make the cups, okay, if you ever noticed in Edmonton in the last 2 years, when you wake up and it's just totally clear.
Oh, no, I haven't seen that. I've hardly ever seen, I haven't seen that shade of blue in years, to tell you the honest truth.
When I make a cup and I cure it, when I make a cup and I cure it, that next day it'll clean it.
Right.
It'll clean out all the shit. And the chemtrailers don't like coming around because I can see them and I can deal with them.
That's cool, man. That's totally cool.
Well, it's I had something happen to me that's never happened to anybody before. And I didn't know who to talk to. My dream catcher went up through the Canadian Space Agency and the Australian Space Agency. 50 of us got to send work up. 48 of them were paintings. One was a photograph, and one was one of my Willow dream catchers.
In space?
The edge of space.
Cool.
35 kilometers up in Australia. And it was up for about a week. It was in a balloon. And when we got it back, this was Canada's 150th birthday. You know, they told me, put your hand against there and say a prayer or whatever. You know, it's on CBC. So I just finished getting doctored because I had prostate cancer. And when I put my hand against the dream catcher, I could feel the energy go right up to the back of my neck and start spinning, hit the back of my skull and my solar plexus. And it just went, I could feel everything.
Where did you, I was just looking for, oh, he's up there, I think. Is he?
Yeah, I see his helmet.
Okay.
And like I started feeling everybody's energy right from there. And like, it just about damn near killed me. When I started talking, I went on this rant and I said the Prime Minister was clearly wearing the wrong socks. Because he's not part of the rebellion. And I went on a rant about the water, about him being a red shoe wearing pedophile. And it was on CBC.
They published it.
I don't know if they published it. I just know it was recorded, and what we heard from them was Canada doesn't want your hocus pocus. He's goddamn hocus.
Wow, whatever. You know what? If your hocus pocus works for you, then who am I to,
Well, what I did was I told him, I says, you can't do this kind of stuff. You lie to people like that, eventually your face is going to go the other way, just like Crescent.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, nobody gets into those positions without selling their soul.
It's terrible.
The only thing that ties this whole thing together, as far as I'm concerned, is the devil himself.
Oh, yeah.
Don't be a tool of the New World Order.
Karen compels you.
The power of Karen.
The power of Karen compels you.
You are hilarious.
I
You have
sit
some
there-
great lines.
I sit there and I laugh at myself, and I think, I think people would think I'm nuts. It hits me, and I just have to laugh. And why do people not think about these things?
Oh, I think about things. That's why we're here. We got a few people to think about things. Not, a city of 1 million people, though. We got like 100 people out here. It's not very. Doesn't reflect well on society.
It doesn't, it really doesn't. And a lot of people watch too much TV and
Oh, yeah.
everything they say.
They just slurp it up, drinking the Kool-Aid.
It's like it bothers me. Like how many people that I know that I thought understood history, and seeing all the way that this has been. And I've been talking about this since this started. Since it all started, and I said, you know what? This is an illegal event, and it is.
Oh,
illegal.
I've been calling it a terrorist
illegal.
attack. Yeah, months ago I stood in front of the legislature with a bullhorn and I called Jason Kenney a terrorist.
Oh, he is a terrorist.
I mean, this is the biggest terrorist attack in the history of the world. This outshadows 9/11 by orders of magnitude.
Oh God, it's on everybody.
And like
I'm sure Hitler is pretty upset. He only used a race.
Yeah, Hitler. You know what? We give Hitler a hard time, but he learned all that stuff from the Americans.
The truth of the matter is, I think Trump.
Did you know that Trotsky? Did you know Leon Trotsky was financed out of New York?
I wouldn't believe it. Look, my dad went into a concentration camp for listening to the radio.
Right.
And he was there when Hitler came into power.
And I think we're gonna see that again.
But you know what? And this is it. All the little mayors went along with all of the Nazi rules and all the restrictions.
Right.
Like our little tools up there in
Iveson and Nenshi.
Yeah, they're all doing it. They're following what the little fish don't think the big fish will eat them.
Speaks very loudly of how far into the Canadian infrastructure the CCP has made inroads.
No kidding.
Every country that the CCP runs is getting the shit kicking. Look at Australia.
Well, it's
CCP is in Australia
right.
Big time.
They sold him a port. They sold him an airport.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
all
China.
Countries in Africa that the CCP has paid. Gave them a loan for the infrastructure, and then they can't repay it. So
right.
China takes over the infrastructure.
Right.
This is what they're doing.
That's what the Americans did in the Third World for decades.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And
yeah.
China's doing it now. And I'm not saying America doing it any better. No, nobody should doing it. But China, it's a communist regime that's doing it.
Well, China's the model for the New World Order.
Absolutely.
They got their social credit scoring system, and here we're just letting the private corporations do it. I mean, Amazon is, Facebook, they're tracking everything you say on the internet, and they're building a score, and that score it's affecting your credit rating. It's affecting it's a subscription service, so people can just pay to get this information about you, what your political views are, who you hang out with, whether you're a dissident or.
Exactly. No, China is the model for the New World.
Yeah, and we gotta use these rights while we still have them.
Exactly, because the U.S. is the last independent country.
Independent country owned and operated by the central bankers.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, it is, but it's the only one going against what China wants to do.
Right, yeah, and look at all the flack Trump has taken for it.
Oh, absolutely.
He's like that Satan incarnate to most people these days.
No kidding.
Yeah, when everybody's against the same guy, it might mean something.
Remember, good publicity is better than no publicity. We need both.
All publicity is good publicity. And I'm
the chaperones, or I don't know, the powers that be must be getting scared. We got more chaperones this time.
Well, last week they had a tent here. They were offering legislature tours.
Okay.
And I asked if I could go in without a mask with my son. And they said, no, absolutely not. You're not allowed in without a mask. And I said, what if I'm exempt? And they said, do you have the card? And I said, well, the card's not required to prove you're exempt. And they called security on me.
Wow.
And when I said, would you mind saying that on camera? They actually abandoned their post, left the tent, and we went on our march. And by the time we got back, the tent was gone.
No kidding. Holy
you know, so like Jason Kenney had the nerve to stand up in front of the news and say, we're not going to mandate masks. This is provincial property. This I don't even think this is city property. You think they pay city taxes? You know, you think they're paying municipal taxes here? And so why is this building following Edmonton's bylaw on masks? You know, why did Kenny even allow this if he's actually on our side? He's such a two-faced liar.
Yes. It is.
All of them.
No.
I think there's more than two faces though.
Oh yeah, definitely. And he's a crook. Treason. Everything is a lie.
Clown.
I believe that.
Just give him a red nose.
I used to watch Bingo Live at night. Because I am listening, I'm also picking up on these things that you just sort of said yesterday. And how you're saying this is that, but you said last week.
Oh, you can't even keep up with it now.
No, I went and started to spin. I'm like, I thought if I listened to one person every day, that I would at least have consistent facts.
No.
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 Oh, it changes on regular.
Oh yeah, just to keep you on your toes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Well, I think it helps the fear.
It does absolutely.
Because they keep you off balance all the time, and then so you never get grounded, and most people they'll never see through it just because they're just getting shoved around all the time. Yeah, I mean these people that are wearing the masks, man. These are the people who get thrown in lockers in high school. You know.
Exactly.
Yeah, so was I, but I grew out of it though.
Absolutely.
Exactly. Well, I think this is going to sound weird, but I say bring back bullying because. Well, bring that back too. But a guy I had really stick out ears when I was a kid, and I was picked on relentlessly for it. And my mother thought surgery would fix it. Well, they just start picking on you about something else, you know. And I mean, but I wouldn't change any of that now. It's like that's what made me the bastard that I am today. And, you know, I can go out here and show my face without being scared about what the people are going to think about me. You know, you look at these teachers, all you hear about are the teachers that are afraid to go back to school. And you'll never hear a teacher say, no, we should all go back to school because they're afraid. Their union will come after them. Their co-workers will come, you know, so good people are afraid to speak up in all sorts of careers because, yeah, you know. Right. Right.
For example, a prime example is, I want you to go up on that scaffold 20 feet up in the air. Oh, well, I don't feel safe. I'll give you two boards and crossboards. Oh, I still don't feel safe. I'll give you a protection. Oh, I still don't feel safe. Well, what can I do to make you feel safe? I'm afraid of heights. Well, I'm not going to put you up there with that.
Right.
Nobody's going to say that. He's like, okay.
Right. Yeah.
Right? If I told him to go up there, it actually really wasn't safe. And a lot of people do it. Like, what do you do? Can't lose my dog for refusing to support it.
That's a cute dog. Can it? This is a pretty neat dog. What is this little guy? What kind of dog is this?
He's American Scrap.
He's pretty cool.
He's only a year old. He just turned a year old on the 6th. He won't get any bigger, but he won't get huskier.
Cool. I love his coat.
He's a pretty handsome, loving boy. The only time that he comes across as a little aggressive is if he wants to come at you. He's like, oh, people, I don't know. And he comes running at you, and he does have a deep bark and he comes at you aggressively. But when he gets to you, all he wants to do is jump up, wait his tail, and give him a minute.
Yeah, fair enough.
He doesn't want to attack you. But then if you keep walking by and he's scared.
Yeah, it takes about 3 years for them to learn their manners. Yeah.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Well, he's raised around 2 cats, a bunny, and a lab. So he's pretty passive.
Yeah, when he's 3, he'll be perfect.
Perfect. Only 2 more years to go. That's easier than a kid.
Isn't that right, buddy? Yeah? Yeah, what a nice boy. Yeah, what a cool coat. I love that coat.
Yeah, this kid's only 7 too. 8 next month. Hey, maybe next weekend we'll bring your kid. He's not the kid's dog.
Well, Zeke.
Learning, you know, not so sure about the personal bubble or personal space. He hasn't got that figured out yet. Definitely a space breaker.
Okay, all right. Well, that was the live stream. I don't think there's much more to see. We did a heck of a lot of marching. Thanks you all for tuning in. I know it was boring. One of the main reasons we live stream things like this is just in case Antifa decides to mix it up, we've got video evidence. And hey, if you people get a kick out of watching it, that's great. And I look forward to seeing you again. Thanks for watching.